Ye Echo Bank ada Roma and waso yasene ama ye de bro.
Omade shema mu nyina ha UTV esuni omamu nsem ne amahodo so de awosamufo aso so no na awie me be kenkan de amamo ensem ni bia etodwa ene se Ghana ban aye krado se entonkosi afimpim mienu ne na duonu kosi na duasane de na apomoden pa na atraka temamuni bia ewon sanfufro mu no edom kuma ewo mrahye fie de atodwa se wo se yera Dr. Anyini wonyai se obi hu asamba se bia yesusu se obi adi sika na wabeyen sentwofo nhyiamu na wabebu nipa na kromfo abebu anaten ewo na ubanyuma mu no eyesa emwa krakrakra otietia atentene ne so Frechi bridge a omanfo nam so wo hono mpanyimfo kyerese de adani owuo fidie e de ama won to osem mpanyimfo se wo mehwe na ontu ho anamo enimanimu ya emfama wono mi amidika se ho chia mi midinde amma saponkuma jesse afi yenhwe ensem no Chief of Staff Onmunyamfo Julius Debra Ediatu Ejase aban ye reset ne a osakra nyemani wapomodene atena ye ho no mo se de beya Ghana ni babia enkosi 2030 die na apomoden pa obi anya bi ne nkoye se we wosika ne yehwe ne yie anasemesi edibienti ono benya ehwe papa bi de achen wo bi.
Indeed, our government remains deeply committed to repositioning and resetting Ghana's health sector, advancing towards universal health coverage (UHC) by 2030. Strategic partnerships are the cornerstone of strengthening health systems. They allow us to pool expertise, resources, and innovation together. They help us bridge service delivery gaps and ensure that no Ghanaian is left behind in accessing quality health care. In this light, the NHIA is a key vehicle for delivering financial risk protection and safeguarding equity in access to health services. One of the critical issues confronting the NHIS today, in which has informed this forum, is the continual imposition of unauthorized charges, often referred to as co-payments, by some credential facilities. Co-payment, though a legitimate payment mechanism in other countries, is unfortunately not an accepted practice in Ghana. These illegal fees, often demanded at the point of need, undermine the very purpose of the scheme. They erode public trust, deepen inequality, and place undue burden on the poor and vulnerable. The erroneous perception that the NHIS is ineffective or that providers are not being reimbursed has been largely fueled by these practices and must be addressed by the end of this conference. I therefore welcome NHIA's zero tolerance campaign against illegal charges, the establishment of a national task force with regional and district level replication to investigate and recommend lasting solutions is a very vital and important step. I encourage the NHIA to scale up public education to address the misconceptions surrounding the scheme and attract more members as we strive to achieve universal health coverage. Let us go beyond our offices into communities, schools, churches, mosques, markets, and lorry parks to educate Ghanaians about the scheme's benefits, deepen members' understanding of their rights under the scheme, and inform them about the services available to them. Public awareness is our best defense against exploitation.
Ewusia yoboshi na yakwa akopie mu minority caucus na womo ediatu ejase wono esre attorney general ekwan ya wo fa so ebu ntanchia ewo memu se yebu obidin si esususi wadi sika na wadi nipa na begina bedwamu nsentwerofo nhyiamu no ono abu aten abokọ adu ewo ho no otietia Ghana mamra eso
yehwe enema ekoso Ghana ye attorney general Dr. Dominic Ayeni. A year press conferences are all ye na at the chese. Yen you no do mako court no. Can actually say, what would you for crown sacra Romania a quine Eddie Womuso Umasem ato court any. Na say it's now Emma Sadia no Coswa, Minumina, and I say if you say young Ghana for a Mrapono, a boy who by say police chill, say a buy penny be a chill, so why a bonia. Just your court no bow funnel, who you be a woody bim. And you see the boyenia won't to me a big boy, Hanan, and then a year, and then Penufua, and the Ghana for the Duma Cocota, Teenager, Abedina Ho, Aka. Omubi kura enfiom bedi e wo court wa fro mo so mo ya krom for tachia mo wa bo mo di bone ese wo mo no yesi etia Ghana mra no nkyeresa Ghana mra no kyeresa se wo ya atene general na se wo assembly di tia obi odi bone a wo kuchiri wasem nyina na ja protocol wo court na di pan so anya kwan e ho e no no so e beba be kana sem na ubegina eye ye media mu na kan se meche etia ye nuara bro mu susu nya kwan enka wo madwena na obi a wotie ye bia no adwen se safo wo mu di fodada na ye hwe ni ye eya na ye fi se edo yonko ene na se de emre dan no sa na dan ahwe kire bi no ye ne yete ha ye ne ye tie na wo susu ya bechewo ye che wo wasem bi a wo di bim wo ho kura wo nya ho fonso no na atene general na police force di for ni adu kotukuku ma sakura na wanya kwan na wo so wayiwa no ya de etia ye mra pon no o hwe article 19 a etia no eniti ye ni aye wodom kuma mu ye kasa etia ni asre Ghana fo nyina se mo so monka bi na monka nkire atene general ne se enya sa na mra ne tie emra no ekire se obi bia ye boni a ye mo no ho ban in fact ye ti cross ye boni pakro no ho ban kase ne se eye Ghana nyina ene ye ne se ni pakro ne nya enunti na wo hwe ye mra ni mu a ye se u prove sa the guilt and nipa no obeso ho si wadi fa o se eye pefe na keka bia no ho if ye di Ghana nyina ye nyina sika ene nipa ba ko na enya ye sremo Ghana fo monka bi se minority ye ka nyina no ye kire se nipa na ye boni a ye ntena so ye nka bi da se obi ye boni ye mfa no ho nche no ye se obi a wa ye boni bia no ye twena so ne ye ntwena so if ze BP aban ye beba power 2029 the NDC force be ya na Ghana ni bebe yi bia nya no yeso so ye behwe se mrane no mu bedie enti agitum se wo ye odwuma ye ne se de be ya nipa no mrane ne bedie na mom enfa kwati kwan so nse nipa na nsa even at force mu finance minister no mo nyina wo cases wo court what in general wo say wo de wo be ka Ghana fo asema chi enti na da bia so ya adubu ahene wo mo asem na oka na wo mo so mo asem wo court na wo koyi fi ho no asem be na aka afa ho. So we are accountable there, and we are accountable about all the cases. Because Sikabi is saying Sikabi. So we must say or my Ghana Sika at the time, Nenya, Obisu say Ghana Sika as well. Young Canina 19 Kobase, Obidia, O Katasu, Johnson Siama, Ato Forsen, and new Makadia, O Katasu. Now Obidia, dear, what the bony hey, na Ghana for, if you say the Pacono, would be for a brow. Asem no enkodu court if you say nya depa ti nyahwe nyenye niye
Orani onyamfo Kenneth Gilbert Ajele eyeswafo a wo hwe adan ene yefisem ho nsem so na ye ready ato architect ahodo wo omanyanim se wo se wono mada oni ondwuma se nimdifo a waje ntete wo adwuma yem.
Your steadfast commitment ensures that this noble profession remains rooted in excellence, integrity, and innovation, shaping Ghana's built environment with vision and foresight. To the 43 newly inducted architects, I extend my heartfelt congratulations once again. Your achievement is not only a personal milestone, but also a national asset, a testament to perseverance, discipline, and intellectual rigor. You are entering this profession at a pivotal moment, as Ghana reimagines its urban and spatial future guided by principles of sustainability, inclusion, and resilience. Let us also recognize those whose unwavering support has made this day possible. To the parents and guardians, your sacrifices and trust have nurtured the dreams that culminate in this proud moment. To the lecturers, mentors, and academic staff who have guided these young professionals, your wisdom, patience, and outstanding leadership have shaped character, sharpened intellect, and inspired purpose.
The data we have from National Road Safety Authority suggests that majority of accidents happen because of driver error. But I also know that government must take steps to improve the nature of our roads. It is not for any other reason that government is investing over 70 billion Ghana cedi in improving the road network in our country this year. And I think whilst the roads improve, our conduct as road users, drivers and pedestrians must also improve to make sure we save lives. So we are addressing the same thing by improving the condition of the road. But that will not take away the fact that, drivers who are not responding professionally to their code of conduct as drivers also needed to improve so that together we can drastically reduce the menace of road accidents or carnage on our roads.
We have a number of district assemblies, municipal assemblies, and indeed it is important that we ensure that each assembly has at least one architect there, because these are the custodians of the built environment. They shape the built environment, which, as you've heard, in turn shapes how we live. So it is important that it be made law, in fact it should be mandatory, that each assembly has at least one architect employed there. And we have lots of them, and I think this is the way to go.
Yenko afienya ewotema Greater Accra mantam ha Ghana Standard Authority yekasei yesi wonum akoto ye mattress manufacturing company bi emu wo ho na wonum adwumadi anantese nyina ne se eniema esese ye de mattress no enye no ena adwumakuo no edeyo
maybe a etwem ko munim sesa mattress asemwe enye ene na estati ye start ka mattress ho asem wo Ghana ha achepa ha ayi sometime back crime say ye ba be lucky bi num ne ade e free ho no ye ne omo edi nkomo a try ya ye ne ayo say ye bia say ye be so omo nsem na ya bo omo na ya tro omo kwan pa e wo so omo fa so e de ye mattress a wo da so a enkofa nsunsuanso boni bia emfa mbambe maw na mum se san komo ya ne omo edi ne nyoma ya ye ne yakọ emu na se o se ye na ye de bo omo nyina echi no nkrofo ahyo mutimu po se bonia na omo beye se mattress no ne enye no enoa na se de ye be produce na ye di egukrum se Ghana for ye nto na ye use na ye nya problem nti enne ye bae a ye se papa anya hwe abone so nya hwe kasa ye ne omo aka nyina na emwa ye pese ye de bo omo nyina echi no omo decide se bone na omo pese omo ye nti enne ye bae a in the interest of Ghana for nyina no I will say ye make sure say sadi way enya dia ebetumi akoso se susu ampa so omo pese omo fa kwan papa so ede yanka from last year ye start ye no omo akasa all the way to the level cry say even minister cry bim any omo ba be kasa ya ye meetings ni ade because enye say ye free tea prekopa na ye ba be lucky factory there be ye nya dwuma sa because enye den Ghana for na oma form etu omo ka ni ade edwuma ni ade nso edwuma pa na ye hwehwe wontumi nye edwuma na nka se o me fa nipa ntie ne me fa nipa 100 na me kumba 20 a eye at the end of the day no me tua nipa 80 ka ye nye sa nipa nkwa ho hia pa nti ene na epia ye ma ya ba ne se very clear at this point say nkrofo we decide pa say business papa your friend business papa de nya dia ye be bi wo krom ha say nti yes so as aban no ye ni choice bia than to close them na fe no omkoda dwen who decide say ye be business papa ye be produce product a enkofa or how bia fam brain pa yes so ye be boom so from last year ya try ye hu nia ye be biem because Ghana ni ba ko wu a ye Ghana fo nyina na mo beti esi so say na mo wo ho say mo be protect ye nti watchman na ya fa mo say mo nhwe ye no ye da mo so mada ye ntumi so enye sa nti ene ye ba ya edwuma emrade a hye yen say ye enye no enu nti na ya ba no
Okada fo nkabom ko ye wo Ghana hanom na asre National Youth Authority say woman ka bi ma won ne kwan aposifo de woman nam so tata won womu wie tso a womu bu womu poji womu sikahu na toda kra wonye eboni bia.
Delivery Riders Association of Ghana. These two entities are seeking to, merge so that we can bring all motor riding related businesses under one umbrella. And then also, we are here also to let you know about some of our key grievances and then our recent encounter that some of our members faced with Tesano police station. That is why we are here.
The police harassment on the road is too much for us. That we are calling on the CEO to step in. He's also the deputy youth organizer of the NDC, the ruling party. So as his party is in power, they have promised us that they were coming to legalize Okada and help us have a lot of goodies. So we are relying on them to do their promise. They should walk the talk for us.
We are very grateful for receiving this petition today from the Motorcycle Query Union. We also want to assure you that we will do whatever we are supposed to do to make sure that some of the grievances that you people have leveled will be taken care of. We also want to thank you for recognizing the National Youth Authority as it being the umbrella authority for all youth concerned. We know that most of the people that are riding these motorcycles are youth. And then you are also contributing to the national development of the country. We know how the motorcycle has become a good business for most of young people that are also gaining and also making living for themselves. So whatever that we are supposed to do to make sure that there is harmony between the motorcycle and then the police authority and all relevant authorities will go ahead and do that. We will also present the petition to our youth ministry. Because now the Excellency John Dramani Mahama has established a youth ministry, which is the Ministry for Youth Development and Empowerment, to take care of some of the concerns that the youth in this country are going through. And our national youth organizer is even the current minister for the youth ministry. And I can recall, as one of our manifesto promise was to make sure that Okada business is legalized. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is committed to this. And I want to assure you that whatever that we are supposed to do to make sure that it is legalized, all the LI 128 that is being laid in Parliament, we will liaise with our Member of Parliament, we will liaise with the Majority Leader and the Speaker of Parliament, so that they will expedite the action as quickly as possible, so that when all these LI and regulations are set, I think some of these things will not become a problem, and then all of us will have a good working relationship.
Yetwa ensam so Ghana ada National Clean Energy Program edi na dwumadie yi nyina ne se beboa ama yewiemu nsakraye ne ahoɔdene ho nsam no atumi agina ne naso eyie.
We have signed a bilateral climate agreement, our two countries, some 5 years back. And we were actually only the second in the world to do that. And under that climate partnership, Switzerland actually finances quite a few projects in the field of clean energy in Ghana, assisting Ghana in transitioning to more renewables and cleaner energy. And what happened today is actually a new program under that framework, and it aims to mobilize about $200 million US dollars in also private sector funding for investments in solar panels on roofs of both commercial and private buildings. And we are talking about 4,000 of these installations. And this is, of course, a very worthwhile investment because we all know in Ghana the sun shines almost every day, right? So it will really help Ghana to become cleaner in its energy production, in its energy consumption. And at the same time, we also hope that there will be some side benefits from this.
Because ye solar ade adwuma ya ye mabuno ene de omo beye na the wind mill no so ba eno so mabuno benya adwuma aye yi ni ade na se me de me sabesi mebu sesi aka se ye betumi be create job beye 1 million oni ade de be de nkakra enti but adwuma beba enti improvement koso na ye maye ho kwan na ye support to say na ka say EPA ejira ho pintin so be support dwumadie no na kwan so say na yetumi akoyanim
energy program a ye be program a ebeboa a ye accelerate ye clean energy transition targets because even though you draw national energy transition framework and no free and now copy 2070 but anya aban kwan na betumi a present sa national clean energy targets unim say by 2030 aban say renewable energy modern renewable energy by 10% ewo energy mix na ye be ni den eni nyina ye sikasem any technology any addition na aban kwan tumi enye ni nyina say nipa ba konsa entumi kata jamini nti na ye hia say program to say national clean energy programs yi ebeba abeboa na ebetumi epia aban na the aban kakra na de beka onu na make sure say yetumi achieve your targets.
Yeda so gyina mu enkran ha na wonmu a enya kokramyade ewo no fumu emai no bi ti abonten agina ato wonu mutuo akye kwan ofa so a onya yade no ene de wonua no mu enya abie nsuso osusu se wo ya ebeboa won ede atodwa.
What I want to tell everyone sitting right here is it's closer to us than we can ever imagine. If someone had told me I'll be standing here talking about my journey with cancer, I would have said it's a lie. It was a very difficult one, but God saw us through. So please, let's all get the screening done. Let's all screen ourselves. Let's spread the word.
But when I was going to do the reconstruction, I told them to cut the other breast because I didn't want any recurrence because I knew I had friends who took one off and then the other one, it happened. I didn't want to have the wahala of going to do chemo all over again.
When my husband was playing around my nipple, that was where I felt a sharp pain. I thought it was a bite, like I thought he beat me, so I was angry. Then he said, no, how could he do that? So I checked my other breast, and that one, there was no pain. So I realized that there was a problem with my left breast. So fast forward, I had to go to the hospital for checkup. So I went during one of our screenings. So that was in October 2019, after my mom passed away to the disease.
Breast cancer kokram yare no. Eno ne yare edi kan se ofa ema omonya kokrama. Na Ghana hano, your statistics from 2022. Actually said there was a little over 5,000 new cases of breast cancer. Na the aya homtene say beye emu fa eno mu free mo afibia anso. Ena misan ka say breast cancer na hu hia pa san say cancer idi nechi aye cervical cancer no. 2022 yenya 3,000 cases. It said breast cancer did by more than 2,000. Into Enuntina October bani ye de bebe no interest say cancer say ka hone hu hia. Na mom esan say breast cancer ne di kan na no na eku mema dodo na anti Enuntina ye ka ho asem no saa so na tie wo wiase afa na nyina eno na do so eno na eku ma so pam.
Beautiful breast cancer survivors here who were high is because 2013 me mama into a year from breast cancer. Now at the time no, na yenya information as much as we know today. Into no bibia me rain feeder and bibi swa. I want every woman out there to know say they are loved. Once I would say as in dear won wui say yare mo, but as long as you have life, there are some of us here that we care about you. And we are going to show that love, not just in talk, but in action as well.
Yeko yenuaba Philip Atanga ho abeto dwase Supreme Court atu yera edubuahin sra okose court no se judge a wote nasem ya 49 million Ghana cedis scandal no aba no wote so no nka yenyi no emfansi nchen no yesi abo asem na gu na se de ne mpompon so ni munchiemu ekoko wie ye no Philip wo hoidie na ono a ebeto nanum nteso de ache Philip ma han. Hello, Philip Altemenka.
Mpacho metonka, mpacho Altemenka.
Metonka papa, apombo de.
Nyame adon bibia boko.
Yo, maame court yeti o.
Yo, ene owura atachia a ono na oye lawyer ni a odi owura kwabna edubuahin ene ne yire no Angela Ejeboatin. Odi omunim asa amre ye dikọ edu abom se na ewosom ye cyber security defense adie bi man Ghana. As amre emusika 49 million cedis abedi papa ne na yere ho na meka papa na meche owura edubuahin na enka no ye director general Emma National Signals Bureau samre ojina high court aye di na asem na yenti na eba Supreme Court ne se owura atachia odinkrata ebi we di ne client ne nim dinkrata ebi aba abedan Supreme Court na asem ne se Supreme Court Emma judge na odi asem no wo high court ni yenyi nti nchen na ni ye bi nkoyi enti ni yenyi nsi nchen enti ene na Supreme Court etna ase se ombe tie na asem na ne ewo mu no omudi atudwa abedwafo enum etna ase a otimuafo a nidindi Avril Loveless Johnson ene di atimuafo enum ninim na court frɛ asem no na owura atachi aka ase omudi nkrata ba betu court ninim se omade sedie ni edi kan nkrata bi wo ho e wo se kwadubofo no ede ma wo mu sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ edu time ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo so ɔmo kɔn asɛm a ɛbɛbo ɔmo akɔn asɛm ɔmo disadeɛ no ɛtu kwadubɔfo n'anim ɛsrɛ court ne sɛ court ne nka bi mu ɔmo American High Court na otemuafo no eboguye otemuafo no ɛnhu ade wɔnhu nkrata akorɔkoraa no obu asɛm ɔbɔ asɛm guye ɛno so ɛbɛnyɛ ɔmo ɛno da nkyɛn a otemuafo no ni yɛ bi na iko otemuafo a Eugeniante nyadu a ɔwɔ criminal general jurisdiction 10 Aka High Court. But nini ye bi nkoyi o hwe nini ya anhwa a enwo omo enti oka ni nyina abo mo tele Supreme Court no enyi otimuafo ni mfi ho na eno na aban lawyer panyin abedi echire Justice Shemsai eka che court ne se nkrata na o ka ho asem so mo amfa ama ne asem ni nyina so bia enti Supreme Court no enhwe na ba bia asem no wosi ye de to court no e de to ho owie ye na otimuafo no mo nyina ajinko benkom no mo ka ase asama eye owura atachia dia ba betu court ni no omo hwa eni nyina so amra emrenim fo no kan say it lacks merit eno da nchen a ye can be set threshold asam na owura atachia dia ba bedan court no emiti sa threshold no se me kan twuma se enioma ye kika bomu ema se ekoba ne se obi pete yi judge ti nchen a ebetumi ama ye yi judge ne ti nchen ne nkrata na odi betu court ni no saa nyoma ni nyina wenya saa nyoma ni nyina nkika mbomu enti court ni so ogitumu a enyeyi enti saa mbe owura atachia ochina na chese na sem na ekoso ewo eye high court e wo so tanko gina otimuafo ninim otimuafo no Supreme Court si omo anna enyi ne nti nchen ono ana onto aso enka asem no ewo eye high court no mo ni epia ne owura atachia etwetwe nkomo de bisa ne se na nkon de ka o hwe nim se Supreme Court ni be ka omo asem amom nso ankoti bebia eno say in fact ade Supreme Court aye no why disappointed papa ade no aye me yeye nso den no obeka emra na kasa enti kwa na echina ombeko otimuafo ninim enti mini aba obisa aya na che so ochina kwabna edubu ahin jaja odi na asem ewo Aka High Court na nkopese yi ni si nchen no ono ano obeko so a edi na asem no
Philippa yedase papa ye busuafo de e course so Supreme Court na yenuaba Philippa Atanga abo ye mu no na yentoa ensam no eso Vice Chancellor Elma Central University ediatu ejase eyade a aban no abo aboso se wobeso ankrankrosu apon no asene amwagina won nine so.
Appointed Vice Chancellor of Central University. While I'm grateful for the trust reposed in me, I'm also fully aware of the weighty responsibility that accompanies this role. The task ahead is demanding and rightly so, for the times we live in calls for visionary, deliberate, and courageous leadership. The road is clearly marked, but I'm ready to walk it with diligence and humility. Mr. Chancellor, Central University has demonstrated remarkable resilience over the years, often navigating complex and formidable challenges. Through it all, the institution has remained true to its mission. Thanks to the commitment of the past leaders, each Vice Chancellor has faced unique trials, some of which continue to evolve even today. Yet, in the face of these, they have led with distinction and purpose. Particularly, I would like to acknowledge my predecessor, Professor Bill Buena Pupulampo, for his achievements whilst in the seat. Well done, sir. The contribution of government representatives, including current and former ministers, deputy ministers, and members of parliament. Among these are, but certainly not least, thanks go to our bright students, the media, and the general public for their participation. Your presence marks an important chapter in Central University's ongoing journey. Thank you all for being here today.
Yanko ensamfu from na beto dwase memman kentina wam ya wokita akode wonomo edwani achiremu ewo Pambro Salt Industries Limited na wananti sie nyina ene se wonomo ekohwe aboa ama asase a eye Pambro Salt Industries Limited eyi omode a nipa bi pese wajifi omsem no no de ye real estate no watumi atoto ehonsem.
In Ghana, we are under rule of law. It is the law that governs us. Are you getting me? You know, we're supposed to even sack the Chinese. But because they are rule of law, the man came in with document, oh fine, we don't believe in that document though. That's why we are in court contesting. So I believe that if the Pambros think they have issue, so long as we are under rule of law, they should send the matter to the appropriate courts to deal with this issue. I'm sure when the court give an injunction for nobody to go to the land, I'm not sure the police will support illegality and say no, the court has given an injunction, we are going contrary to the court, the law of the court. No. So I don't believe in violence. That's why we are here. Are you getting me? So I advise both of them. They have courts of dealing of these issues. They should go to court and settle it in there. But we don't believe in somebody bringing Langard or them bringing workers to come and fight here and cause chaos here. So we are pleading on them. We are pleading on authorities, to advise them. We have courts that deal with land issues. We are begging them.
The fact that our MD ordered that the workers should not do anything that will bring confusion, I am sure by now even there could have been bloodshed. In West Africa, for instance, we have only 2 salt producing countries, in Ghana and in Senegal. And I don't think it will be good for us not to do anything to protect the salt industry. So I'm very convinced, I'm very sure government will quickly come to our aid and make sure the right thing is that. And we also appeal to the opponents to follow the court procedure. They sent Pambros to court, and we should all wait for the outcome.
Pambros ahayani edidi ahayani ye bibia wa hai ye funa go Pambros ha nya sam ketua yana nanu moja mbe hweguma ye direct ya santo anu ma blesso hwe moja mbe hweguma ye ablofu ya ana mbe hwe moja guma ye aso se ye ni anu Ghana father so di ablofu ya chi eyi fa ne be ko ye ni ba bia ko ye betumi akọ China mem akọ China fa sase si akọ ye japade bi wo so ye ni ba bia ko ahayani ye bedidie I have been to university, and from day one after my school, when I came here for the first time, I was a student. I came for internship. After that, I was employed fully. I've been here for about 18 years now. This is the only thing I know. And if they come and take something from here now, they take Pambros away, I don't know what else I'll be able to do. My job, I have a family, my parents are alive, I am a breadwinner. Most women are here, they are single parents, and they take very good care of their children because they work here. They are able to access loan facilities and all sorts of things from the help of Pambros management. So if it is gone, it's going to affect a lot of us, and we need help. We need help.
Yemo era atoye mantemu ahanta west mensini mu na nana bedu ya onne ye hene ewo kra friend se freti e de ato edwasa wosre wono musanso obi e wo ho no senyame ani hu afofie obefira to amenem awu
1983 ena philanthropist ofifretia obaye dem wooden bridge in man we use bridge na sutra na wa wash off. Maybe 3 years now. I wash off 2 times. No man can say my country be my so my bana ya better pay. Na me dey such bridge also. Or connect by 6 or 7 communities. E usojo biaka otopo enyina se ekitenche sese onwe na wofa 21 na wofa na woko. Enti se osaya no chere dem kofi na wontu mfa won ko bebia ti lo ka for main road recent ya na nsem nsu twema o say Usojo bridge ni Butre bridge no we there when you access to Agwankwanta untum cross bridge no so ebi no babesi ya na wa nanti no akwa afaka wa abade nti sa bridge no wo ho a ngananda car no fa halepe onfa bridge kase no do no wa ba fa me bridge do fit bridge no no ja won de won ko oya hall ma communities no bridge no nya kra odi no fifi go ho ye efusi nsu toso a yenya bebi ayemfa ehia na efata kwa etopofo nyansifo ha na wofa sere bridge no nya kra nti ombo no ma ye ni emane pon chwala school na ma family na school wa oko topo nti otopo bunum kwa aboade na me de nsu ne yira ma fama won tum ko school 1 week ma fama won ko school 1 week am betina fia 1 week nti tise nsu no oko fama ansana ma fama wa kono warko mpo a echiri wompo mosa ntache no oya wampa boboju school wana wi na ase o school atani mu na ase nti ahade yehia mwada obeya bridge ni ode amahe
sisi akwan se ya sisi ayo topo na apande sujo hina ha na hina ye foyer kwa aguna disi se su yiga bi antimko na de bani na aka nsu n'echi nti abana bo mo na mo bo na o sisi ebeji me na ye ho ntwe kakra na ye bre isi nsu to a be 3 days no ntwe ye mo fo ntumko school beji nsu yo beji bia oboy pa efa no ha na ko sojo a wo wedbo on nsu no tuntum o tumo be 1 week na nsu no ntwe nti ha na ye nyina ye fa ye ma yoju wa ba kan nsu n'echi wan hwe ye beji do ya beji na ye beji wo ye no wa che sisi ya post no sisi fo mi na why week o ha nsu ye mo fo be nyina wo fa wo ko school ha na mo fo na nsan kura mo fo ba 3 wo ko to nsu ma asem si nti e ba sere Ghana mpenfo on na so wo bi de won boa feti na feti yare bre
ye busiafo ye kwa akoto enkranansa na ye beko no Clothing Palace ene hye matade mi pacho wono mo ewo abrosan na ne lava edi enhwani mu no sa abrosan ne so no mo wo mpacho woton manta ade nyina ba ne jeans t-shirt official wear casual bibia ma ho ade nyina oton bi frɛ no 02719983 0271998313 eso nsa ebeka no na nafia eye cute cat ene ye miti ede maame ono so medanase ye homeso ye ba bongo abo agudie mu nsema no a ode beto aso
Prem to breakers ye boy eye ecobank adaroma and waso yasene ama ye de bro